Hey, I'm Bassmaster Pro Jimmy Mason, and today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite ways to fish for pre-spawn smallmouth. Today we're on Pickwick, which is one of my favorite southern smallmouth lake. This time of year, the smallmouth are gorging, getting ready to spawn. They're feeding on big threadfin and gizzard shad. Pickwick and Wilson, all the Tennessee River, these are current lakes. So what I want to do is I want to look for areas that the current is broken, something that the fish can get behind. One of my favorite deals this time of year is gravel bars. As a gravel bar juts out into the current, it causes a wash. Depending upon the level of the current, you get a really big eddy behind it, or you could just get an area where the fish can get out of a slight current and chase the bait. When I'm fishing this, my favorite lure for that is a Young Money Minnow. This is a 5-inch swim bait. This is foxy shad color. It imitates the threadfin and the gizzard shad very well. It's got that little splash of chartreuse shoulder down there. And that's a 1/2 ounce Buckeye J-Wool head. Also, depending on the current, I may go up to a 3/4. If it's really light, I may drop down to 3/8, but typically a 1/2 ounce is the smallest I use because that gives me more lure control as I'm trying to wash it into the current. And just like this right here, we're sitting off the end of a gravel bar. What I want to do is I want to get my boat slightly downstream from it. And I want to cast up past the tip, past where I picture in my mind the current coming around. If it's really flowing, I'm gonna be able to see a seam line. I'm gonna see where that current is breaking. If it's not, if it's a more gentle current, or if they're pulling less water, then it's gonna be, I'm gonna have to picture in my mind where that current's coming around. But I want to cast up past that, past that seam, past that current break, and slowly retrieve my lure so that I'm bringing it into that seam and letting it float around, letting that current wash it around. Those fish are going to be sitting out, inside the more slack water, out of the current, and letting the bait get washed to them. So my goal when I'm retrieving my bait is I want to get that bait to wash into them. Let the current take the bait to the fish. So you're kind of fishing on a controlled slack. You're retrieving your lure so that you're pulling most of the slack out of the line, and keeping a little forward motion to it. But a lot of that movement is going to be the actual current pushing the bait forward. And when it washes into the current, a lot of times you'll see your line jump before you feel the bite. So you really want to pay attention to your line, pay attention to the tip of your rod, and let that current take the bait to the fish.
Check us out at wired2fish.com.